Hello, I'm Ilan Garibi and this is another workshop from the GOC5 and this one is called Cyclon and I'm super excited about this model because it's so unique. It's the design of José Raúl Panqueva and by far I think this is one of the most unique modulars that I've seen in the last few years. You can see that the unit is spreading along, so it's kind of a very unique style how to assemble those, and you need 8 pieces and I already prepared 8 because I'm going to show the whole connection sequence because it's not simple. It's not like a unit connected to the next one, but there is a cycle, there's a process that you have to understand and follow. So let's start with the unit. I'm doing this from 15, which I think it's a very lovely size. And I'm starting with a diagonal. And a kite base. Kite base. 2 edges to the diagonal, like so. And I'm going to fold the top part on the 2 folds that we did, the 2 flaps that we did. And I'm going to pull one side under the flap. On the left side, you want the back flap to come forward. Let's fold the bottom corner to the top corner here and mark only until the center line, only like that. And unfold. Now this corner is coming here. And it's actually a bisector. And you do this. Now you can inside reverse fold the corner. And now we are going to use this line as a reference. So I'm going to take this edge that is now free to move, and I'm going to put it on this crease that I just showed you. Yeah. So we have this kind of a little triangle here. There's an offset, so it does not reach the corner, but reach this point here. And now we are going to unfold, and we are going to fold the big flap, reverse this one into a valley, and close it back here. So now this flap is inside outside reverse fold. Yeah. The last part we do on the left side is for this corner to the intersection here between this line here, and it's continuous here, and this one. So it's just like that. This will be the lock at the end, so I unfold this one. Okay, now on the right side, I'm going to flip the right side to the left, and I'm going to bisect this 90 degrees angle, like that. Now I'm going to connect this point here to the center. Don't worry too much about how good you make the crease until the end, for the simple reason that this corner is hidden here. So don't worry about that. Just try to make the visible portion, which is here, like it's divided to 3. Now we are going to unfold and unfold this, and we are going to do an inner rabbit ear. So this one goes here, but instead of using this line, we are going to make a new line here, a valley from this intersection here to the corner here. It's a new valley, and you have a guideline, which is this layer here. So you can just fold along this edge and put it down. And yeah, I guess this is the unit, and we need 8. So I'm going to show it once again with another piece of paper, now the brownish one. And let's start with a diagonal and a kite base. a kite base. The white triangle is covering the two flaps below, connecting these left and right corners. Hide the left part under the left flap. And now mark the crease here by bringing this corner to this corner here. We have a mark. The corner here comes to the center of the design of the model that we have by now. Unfold and inside reverse fold. Now we can bisect all this angle here. So the edge is coming to sit on the crease we did 2 steps before. And we have this little triangle that we want to have. Unfold, unfold, refold the whole kite base and reverse this upper portion of the fold into a valley, and then you can close it easily. And the last section is to pre-fold the lock, the corner to the intersection here. Yes. Let's flap the right flap to the left. Create the 90 degrees bisector. Now make the ornament portion division to 3. Unfold and unfold and refold in a way that you have like it's not really a bisector on top of here, but you want to have a new crease that goes to the corner, so you can put it down like that. And now we have all the units that we want. Let's start with the yellow and the pink, let's say. Okay. Usually when you hold units, you hold them the same and then you change orientation. But in this case, no. We are holding one like this and the other like that. Sorry. The corner goes into this pocket. Should go all the way in. This little flap is going on the back. Now you see that we still have an open corner. We take another unit, and this open corner is first to get in. So you push it into the new unit here, and you want to look at the back and see that this flap is meeting the other flaps, and there is a center point that everybody is rotating around it. So now we have 2 units. This is the first time one unit is going on top of this, so it does have to go on top of this. Okay, like that. Now let's take a more, let's say, grayish one. And the same, you want to go in a way that first the sharp corner, there's only one sharp corner at any given moment. So the sharp corner goes into the triangle as we did before. This will go on top, yeah, but you cannot go on top like this. You have to go below the purple, above the yellow. Yeah. And go like that. Let me open it a little bit. Okay. And now look here, you see, you have a mismatch, so the yellow should move aside and you have a place for it now. Okay. Another thing is the light yellow, green should be on top of the yellow, like this. Now I'm going to start and use clips because I don't want anything to move. So I'm going to use some clips, and yeah, I'm quite happy with what I have. So now let's take the bluish one. Okay, and once again we have this sharp point that should go into the triangle. So we start with that, but before that we know that the blue should go under the yellow, above the green. So this portion is going on top. I'm going to put it inside, and then I'm going to check on the back what is happening. Yeah, I can see that I have the little triangle here in the right place. So now I can hold this as well, just to make sure nothing moves. The blue must cover the green one. Yeah, now let's take the red. The red is going under the green, and the blue is going into the red, and I'm looking on the back and I can see that it fits. It's sitting here. I like it. It's good. Now I'm going to hold the blue, and let's take an orange one. And again, we know that the sharp point of the blue, of the red should go in, and the orange one is going above this. And slowly, yeah. Oh, and now you can see that I have a problem, because definitely I cannot bring this to be here. So you can see on the back that I made a mistake. The orange should go under the green as well. So I'm going to push them under the green and the pink, putting it into place. And first, maybe it's a good idea to make sure that the orange can fit here. I can see that it's sitting in place, so now I can push it a little bit backward, push it inside. Now, you see this flap? We don't want this. We want the flap to go under this, and now everything sits in front. And again, this triangle should go under the orange. The last one is the semi-brown, and I can check where it should go. If I put it under the yellow, then there will be no place for this. So I can see that I should put it under the blue one as well. So now I have it, and where should it go? Because this should come here, but also this should come to the first one that we started with, which was the pink. So I can try and do it at once. Maybe I cannot. Let me just open this one a little bit. So I can push this inside. I want it to be on top of the red. I want this to go into this place. Wait, open up. This go here, and I can push it inward. I'm checking here to see that I have all colors here. Yeah, and the only thing I have still to do is to push this part under the yellow, because it happens all around. This is almost done, almost done. I'm going to take off this because I want to squeeze them a little bit more, each into place like so. And then I'm going to turn over, and now I can lock. And you can see that the crease that we made is sitting exactly here at this pocket. So I can push it inside. It's not that easy because you have to bend the paper and put it in like so. And then I do the same with the green. And you have to fix everything to sit in the center as much as possible. The blue is not sitting correctly, the yellow is not sitting correctly. So I'm moving them. And actually, by doing this kind of a lock, you fix them in place as well. Now you can see that the red is out of space. I'm pushing it inside, moving this a little bit until this line and this line aligns, or maybe a line only. So you can see that the crease line on the red is not where the green is. So I'm putting everything inward, checking that nothing is moving. Things are moving, yeah, but you don't worry about that too much, because you just put it back in place. And now the red will go into the green. The green will go into the brownish. The brownish will go into the blue once they align. And the blue into the yellow. And the yellow is too far away. I'm pushing it up, and it will be the last one. Yes. And now it is done. Truly a beautiful design. Thank you so much, Jose. This is absolutely stunning. I don't know how to explain the uniqueness, but a unit that goes from here and lock here, and you have this kind of a movement. Stunning, stunning. I never saw anything like that. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I am getting excited about it. And see you in the next workshop.